Well, it's Friday. It's an early release day for the boys. We've got a AB honor roll ceremony this morning. Joey first, then Johnny later. So I'll be staying at the school for a while for that. It's 58. Nah, that's just because Donnie pulled the car out of the garage. We got charged back up to 211, almost a full charge. It's gonna be a pit bull kind of a morning this morning. So it's sports day today, and Joey has his Denver Broncos jersey on. Johnny's gonna put a Taekwondo shirt on. I'll see you guys inside in a little while for your respective honor roll thing. Yep, bye. Yeah, so the car says it's 50 out there, so it really isn't that cold this morning. Alright, I've gotten a nice street side parking spot here next to the school. I've got about 10, maybe 15 minutes before I need to go inside. There's a security camera basically right above the car, so, you know, it should be safe out here. I get a little nervous parking downtown, I admit, but not nervous enough to want to drive my van into downtown this morning instead of Ruby. So, yeah. I have to say, the car's really been comfortable the last few mornings getting in. You know, it's parked in the garage, and the garage is going to be warmer than outside, of course, but it's been nice and just not too warm and not cool. It's been comfortable in the morning, so that's good. My experience last night with making the vlog video number 127 went well on the MacBook. I mean, I didn't change up my software, right? I was on Chrome and I was on WeVideo, but I did, you know, use the new keyboard. I noticed it's faster. I mean, it's performing better than the Chrome, but there's no lag between dragging items around in the timeline, so that was a plus. That speeded me up a little bit, but yeah, my first experience was a good one. So I moved my introduction to Mac, that's kind of funny, from next Thursday to this Sunday afternoon. I figured Johnny will enjoy going up to Crabtree and sitting through that hour class with me. I already Googled about 10 things I wanted to know how to do and figured it out for myself, so I don't know how useful that class is going to be, but I'm sure I'll gain something out of it. The most interesting thing that I needed to know how to do that I had to Google was, how do I do Control-C, Control-V? I do that all the time. That's a Donnie, you know, taught skill. And just command instead of control, which I have to say is not as easy for me to hit without looking. Maybe I'll get more used to it, but yeah, that was good that we figured out how to do that yesterday. You know, everybody at the Apple store, they didn't know how to do that. They're like, well, how do we copy and paste? How do we do Control-V, Control-C? And they were like, they had to ask a couple people. So, I don't know. I guess as power users, you know, we have a reason to do things like that. And people just listening to music and watching YouTubes and maybe just even word processing. I don't know. They don't need that skill. I don't know. But it was good so far, so good. So far, so good. Got 14 days to make sure I'm really happy, which is why I want to go to the class this weekend. And I think I'm going to be. The only shocking thing was last night is that, you know, I've been plugging earbuds in at night while Dawn and I watch TV. I have my video in this ear, and I listen to Dawn and the TV with this ear. And that allows me to kind of hear both things. But I don't think my MacBook Pro has a headphone jack, and I was kind of shocked to realize I can't just plug in my normal cheap little earbuds. Johnny says he saw a port, so I'll have to check it out, but probably going to have to invest in some sort of Bluetooth earbuds so I can listen to the video and listen to my family at the same time. But other than that, we're off to a good start. So that's cool. Joey and the Spanish teacher, Mr. Mata, both have on Broncos jerseys this morning. Joey's doing that teenager thing right now, pretending I don't exist. Maybe I should embarrass him a little more? Nah.
For our honorable assembly, what a way to cap off Spirit Week with everyone, or most folks having on the apparel of their favorite teams. At this time of year, you have a lot of homecoming games associated with football and things that are associated with Spirit Week. But what I'm really excited about on the academic achievements of our young men as we close out the first quarter and begin the second quarter. We're going to be celebrating over the course of the day 129 individuals who have made the honor roll for the first quarter. And so for the parents that have joined us today, I'm very excited about having you here.
Next for AV honor roll is Joseph Goldman.
They released the boys for snacks, and it's no surprise that Joey is up front. A donut. A donut. Yeah, way cool. Congratulations, buddy. Good work. There you go, Johnny.
And last but certainly not least, Justin Hinton. The next homeroom is Mr. Eason.
This is one of those times when I'm parked street side and I have self-presenting doors on, so I'm being extra careful about approaching the car. And no problems. It's not the busiest street in the world. Well, I decided to head home. I'm gonna get there around 10, and then I need to head back out between 11 and 11:10. But I'll be home for a little over an hour, and Dawn and I are behind on watching not only our own YouTubes, but on some of our favorite Tesla YouTubers. So I suspect the majority of the time I'll be home, if I don't get tied up doing other stuff. We'll just be relaxing and getting caught up on videos. Probably can't get totally caught up though, but we'll get a start anyway. So I have this climate off window popped up on the display. I didn't change the display in any way. I always have music on the left and you know, the battery consumption stuff on the right. You know, navigation goes on the left if I'm actually navigating somewhere, but so I don't know why that popped up. I did have climate off, but I actually have it on right now. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that's part of the new software change. I'm going to try first off spinning the wheel to see if you know, if I go away and come back to battery consumption, if that little message will go away. And then if not, I'll probably reboot and see if it goes away. So I scrolled over to climate, and climate actually turned off when I went there. And then when I scrolled away, climate came back on, and then the message went away. So I'm not going to worry about it too much, but I have a suspicion that that had to do with that camper setting change that went in on the last software update. I count 4, 5, 6 deer in the front yard right now. Hi guys. 7, 8, oh my goodness, they're all right here too. So there were like either 9 or 10. Hi. Hello. Hi, you're not going to take off with the rest of the clan? The pack, the herd? Hey there. Hi girls. Well, it's better to get you guys out of the way because I'm fixing to go down the driveway, and I sure don't need you coming across in front of me when I'm going down the driveway. What do you see? What do you see over there? If I turn and I look, what am I going to see? I don't see anything, but you saw something. What do you see? All right, whitetails. You guys take off too, so it's safe for me to go out the driveway. So Gray and Tux are taking turns occupying this doghouse, which does have a heating pad in it. And sometimes they're in there together. Gray just topped out when I opened the door. Hey, sweetie heart. Hello. I'll see you later. Well, that time with Donnie just went way too fast, and I'm headed back into Raleigh to pick up the boys. Worth coming home, but wasn't here as long as I would have liked. A bird left me a present right basically in front of my dash cam, so I asked Donnie if he would please come out with the step stool and clean it before I left. Because, you know, it would be my luck. I'd want to pull some really cool dash cam video, and then, you know, that wouldn't be pretty.
Hey.
Hey, bud.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm Sparkly.
So what's up?
The sky.
Oh, God, Joey, really? Really?
Yep.
What's down?
The ground.
So, how was your shortened school day that you got a Krispy Kreme donut
Great.
for? Yeah?
And I got a cinnamon bun.
Yeah. Good.
It was pretty good.
Well, I went back to Fuquay and spent about 50 minutes with Mr. Don, and then came back. So, that's what's been going on with me. Joey spotted a white Model X up the street a ways. Pretty cool. It's crowded down here today. Lots of extra cars and pedestrians. It's been crowded. Of course, it is lunchtime, and I'm usually up here late afternoon. So as I was crossing, I think Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, just the south side of Shaw University, just a few seconds after seeing the white X over on Hargett Street, there was a blue X on my left coming through the intersection. I put my hand up, kept going. So we've seen 2 X's in 2 minutes in downtown Raleigh, plus us. That would make 3. Red, white, and blue. Hey, yeah, red, white, and blue. Between early release and normal congested Friday Fuquay traffic, it's just been like a miserable trip back home with the boys this afternoon. It just, I swear we were backed up on Main Street back there for like 10 or 15 minutes and just highly congested traffic. It didn't help there was a tractor trailer and then some sort of a truck carrying tar, and I'm gonna be glad to get to the house. I don't need this bumper to bumper stuff in Fuquay, no less. You glad to be home, buddy?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Donnie. Now, Joey, don't get too used to touching that MacBook now. You want a gaming computer, and that's not what that is.
He just washed his hands.
Okay.
So that's why I let him touch it.
Well, Don researched for me, and that little hole in the side of the machine that Johnny said was a headphone jack. Sure enough, it's a headphone jack, and it's because they said it's not a mobile device, and there's real audio files out there that have amps and stuff they want to hook up to it, and they don't have wireless hookups yet, so.
Yeah, remember, there's no dock on this thing. You can't put it in like a docking station, which would have ports like that.
Ports like that, yep.
Does this work?
No idea. We have to talk to the Mac expert.
How far work?
It changes with the application, and it's pretty intuitive. The little left arrow about a third from the right.
Is it touch?
Yes, that little arrow about a third from the right broadens the bar as far as brightness controls and volume controls, and I meant a third from the, from the right.
It's instantaneous.
Yeah, and then you just press escape and get back out of there.
I like that.
Oh, that's
Yep.
really
That's
neat.
pretty neat. I have to say, it's pretty neat.
And the brightness, I could.
Yeah, well,
I was telling Dawn I don't like the way it feels underneath here.
the edges.
I always have a blanket under me anyway, even in the summer, something thin, but I'm used to the very rounded Chromebook edges, and I don't like that.
Keys are extremely low to the
the keys are extremely low to the
Right, they're
keyboard.
flush.
It's not a mechanical keyboard.
Right, it's flush kind of feeling. Mr. Don says that was to make it thin and less weighty.
Love the touchpad though. That is
It's a little extra real estate moving around last night though. Felt like I was having like one more stroke to get my finger to move the cursor where I would have been able to move it on the Chromebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I can easily do half across the screen.
trust me, by the time you're done making 15-20 minutes worth of video, you have totally overexerted your index finger scrolling and stuff there. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh no, it's time to go get the boys. Oh, that's right, we just got home. Go away. So this time of year, Don becomes the most popular person in the house. Yep, he's very warm.
I'm an immovable object that gives off heat.
Yep, very popular. Although she does lay with him even in the summer, but Kitty was up there this morning and now he has nighttime. He's so thrilled. Not. Joey and I are headed to our black belt dress rehearsal. It's from 6:15 to 7. I got a long, like maybe 2-hour nap. I really needed that. And then I needed some caffeine so I would be alert again. Yeah, because I probably could have slept for 3 hours. I worked on filling out paperwork and did a couple of things with the MacBook, learning about it. I have a brace on my knee. I don't know if it's going to be okay or not. You know, I've been walking really carefully all day to make sure I didn't twist it or anything. And I could just feel it a little bit not feeling right. But of course, that wasn't putting any strain on it. Landing on it, kicking with it, you know, all those things I have to do. So I'm probably going to try to take it really easy during rehearsal tonight at Dawn's suggestion, which it's a good one. And, you know, then tomorrow during testing, I'll just have to use it to the best of my ability, I guess, whether it hurts or not. So, wish I didn't have that additional worry on top of everything else I'm trying to remember for tomorrow, because there's both Korean words and the form and the kicking routines, and it's just a lot of stuff. There'll be a giant sigh of relief at about 3:30 tomorrow. Yeah, it's 1:30 to 3:30 is our testing time. I wish it wasn't in the afternoon, because A, that kind of, you know, ices me out all day long, and then B, you know, I'm ready for my nap at 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm not ready to go do 2 hours of high endurance exercise, but it is what it is. They have classes in the morning, so yeah. Well, my knee was good through the first 15 minutes, 30 minutes or so, and then it started hurting. So I probably overdid it a little bit, but I didn't have a lot of choice. There's still some confusion on the kicking part. We have to do it from the right side, and then we have to switch, and we have to do it from the left side. And there's, I think there's 10 of them that we have to know the Korean words, what we're being asked to do, and then go and do it. So thankfully, we don't have to be up there until 1. All right, Joey and I are having a meltdown here. The Gen 3 Pokemon are out. We're driving through the neighborhood across the street from our neighborhood, and they're popping everywhere. And unfortunately, we didn't bring Johnny's phone.
There's another one that we don't have.
Yeah,
the Shuppet.
We might get home sometime. Oops. All right, we're cleaned up. We've had some dinner. And what are we going to do, Johnny?
Pokemon Go!
Yeah, I didn't have his phone and he wasn't with us, and he wants to catch some, and well, let's face it, I want to catch a few more too. So we're gonna go out for about 30 minutes and drive around. Ruby's got about 100 miles of range left. Yes. So we got plenty of range to go drive around Fuquay. And I'm gonna start off loading my camera card so I can start working on the video as soon as I get home. So that's it for today, but you can just rest assured we'll be catching a lot more
Adios,
Pokemon.
amigos.